Hello 10th class students. Today we will revise first few terms related with the class chapter. So last time we have discussed how to write class type program. So let's revise few terms first. So first we see what is class. So here what is the meaning of class? This class. What is the meaning of this class? Here class is a reserved word or keyword used to declare a class. So which class we want to declare? That is the class. So this class meaning is, so what is a class? That is another class is a collection of objects or group of objects. But what is the meaning of class keyword? You can say this is the reserved word or keyword used to declare a class. Then when after class we write this one, program name or class name. It is used to define, or you can say it is a user defined data type or the class name, because we are defining, so it is also called user defined data type. Next is internal content. So this outer side part is known as the external part of the program, and now we will see the internal part of the class programs. So now we see the access specifier. So there are three access specifiers, all of you know: public, private and protected. So public, private and protected, these are also called visibility mode. These are also called visibility mode in the Java. So let's see, first is public access specifier. So when we write public instead of variables, or you can say instead of function, then these are the public data members. Data members means variables and methods. These are the, when we write public in front of them, so these can be specified even, or you can say these can be go outside the visibility of the class. So these variables can be go outside from the visibility of the class. So by default it is always public. If we not write public here, then also it is defined as public. So this is the first access specifier, which means the data or variables or methods or class members. Class members कौन से यहाँ पे? Variables and functions. These are the class members, or these are also called instance variables, or this is also called methods, which can use outside from the class also if we write public here. So by default if we not write public here, it is by default always public. Next is private. If we defined private here, next access specifier is private. If we write private here instead of public in front of function also, if we write private, then it will become in this class members or methods which are specified as private are used only within the scope of the class. It cannot be used outside from the class. Means these variables and this function cannot be used outside from the class, because this is its visibility mode is, or you can say its access specifier is private. Next is protected. If in place of public or private we write protected here, then in case of protected, here also if we write protected, then in this case the variables or method can be accessed within the class but can be used to another class during inheritance. It means these are protected members of the class. They cannot be go outside, but if they want to go outside, they can be go only during the inheritance, means when we are using one class within another class. Otherwise these data members, variables and function cannot go outside from the class. So these are the three visibility modes: public, private and protected. So you learn the definitions of this one. What is public access specifier, what is private access specifier, what is protected access specifier, or you can say name the three access specifiers are public, private and protected, or these are also called visibility modes. Now next we will see the internal part of the class, instance variables. What is instance variables? Instance variables are the variables which are defined within the class. जो class के अंदर हमने define किया है, यहाँ पे class के अंदर, class के बिल्कुल नीचे आप यहाँ पे define करते हो, then these are called instance variables. Instance variables are variables which are declared within the class. For example, in MNSD are the instance variables here. Next is class variable. If we write for here also, sum is also now class variable because we have written here int. Okay, then declare under the class. So if next is class variable, these class variables are also called static variables. If in front of data type and this variable we write static here, then this variable become static variable. This is now m and st are the class variables, but if we write in front of sum or int, we write here static, then this will become class variable. So what is the difference between class and instance variable? Sometimes this question can name the keyword which will create distinguish between class variable and instance variable. So that keyword is static keyword. So this static keyword differentiate between the instance variable and class variables. So main difference is that the instance variables are individual copies for all the objects. Instance variables can be used by all the objects of the class, but which is the static variable, these variables are common copy for each object. It will passing only its one copy to the one object, then the other object can take the copy from that one first object. But these variables can pass individual copies, ये हर object को अपनी copy pass कर सकता है, but it can only pass one copy of its data. Next is local variables. What is local variables? The variables that is accessible only within a specific function or a block, or which is declared within a specific block or within the curly braces, that variable is called a local variables, and this variable can be used only within that block. For example, here int c is the local variable and it can be used only within the scope of this function only. It cannot be moved outside. So here we not want to use here. What is the use in this function? So we can say where we need some work, like here if we write int c here, so this variable can be used only within the scope of this function, within the scope of these curly brackets, or within the scope of this block. So this variable is called local variable. Next is yours member methods. Member methods means functions. So this input data, calculation and output data is the function here. So these are the functions, you can say these are the part of the program which you use in different parts of the program according to the need of the program. Here we use input data function, calculation function, output data function. These are also user defined. You can give here name also, get data function. So what is the question given in the class or in the question, you can give the name that also. If there is not mentioned in the question ki you have to give this function name, then you can give by yourself also. So these are the terms, main terms which we have done. First we have done this one class, then class name, then instance variables, SS specifiers, 3 SS specifiers, public, private and protected, static data member. Then we have done what is a function, what is the work of the function, and then later on we have, now we will see in the book what is the left. Our next term is static data member. So like you are writing in front of the variable, when we write in the front of the variable static, here we have written static in front of the variable. So if we write in front of the function static, then that will become static method or static data member. So when we write static member, what is then we can do? So like here one example is given. Static data member is a class variable which is global in the class and used commonly by all the object of the class. For example, if we write here in front of this static int count, so it will pass only one copy to this function get count function. ये सिर्फ get count function के अंदर अपनी एक copy pass करेगा. This object, if this object is need its copy, then get count function, it will take one copy, it will pass only one value. So its value is nothing is mentioned, so its value is 0. So it will become 0 plus plus count means it will become 1. तो when it will pass to the second object, जब first object second object को value pass करेगा तो इसकी value हो जाएगी 2. then जब वो second object third object के पास value पहुँचेगी तो ये value हो जाएगी 3. so it will become OB1 value 1, then 2, then 3. so outcome will be 3 in this way. Next is there, if in front of function we write count, लाइक यहाँ पे इंट काउंट, दिस इज द वेरिएबल। अगर हमने फंक्शन के आगे भी स्टैटिक लिख दिया तो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दैम? सो इन दैट केस दिस फंक्शन इज स्टैटिक, इट कैन यूज ओनली स्टैटिक डाटा मेंबर। वो सिर्फ वही वेरिएबल को यूज़ कर सकता है जो खुद भी स्टैटिक हो। यहाँ पे हेयर इट कैन नॉट बी यूज ए वेरिएबल, सो स्टैटिक डाटा मेंबर कैन बी यूज्ड ओनली द स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स। सो लाइकवाइज स्टैटिक डाटा मेंबर मेथड कैन ऑल्सो बी स्टैटिक। जैसे कि हम वेरिएबल को स्टैटिक करते हैं वैसे हम फंक्शन को भी स्टैटिक कर सकते हैं, बट इन स्टैटिक ओनली द दिस फंक्शन कैन बी यूज ओनली स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स। फिर वो सिर्फ स्टैटिक वेरिएबल को ही यूज़ कर सकता है। इट कैन नॉट बी यूज द इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल विथ लाइक इंट ए इज द इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल हियर, इट कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड हियर. Next is object as method parameter. This is not related with your syllabus. Next is nested class. So many times we have done nested terms. So class within another class is known as nested class. For example, class biodata. Here class ADR. So यहाँ पे class के अंदर class है, biodata class के अंदर एक और class create होगी. So class within another class is known as nested class. This definition only you can learn. Next is this keyword. So sometimes some function want to यूज़ द ऑब्जेक्ट। कई बार कोई फंक्शन किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को यूज़ करना चाहता है, इन दैट केस वी आर यूजिंग दिस कीवर्ड। सो समटाइम इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड द to use the object in the member method through which it is called. This is achieved by using this keyword. So this most of the time this keyword we are not using in our programs, but you should learn the definition of this. Sometimes only question can come of 2 marks. What is the use of this keyword? So it is required to use the object in a member method through which it is called. So this can be taken or achieved by only this keyword. So this you can learn. The object on which the function is called can be referred in the function with this keyword. For example, यहाँ पे एक फंक्शन है आपका सम obj एक्स वाई जेड। तो यहाँ पे एक्स वाई जेड का ob1 फंक्शन है, यू वांट टू यूज़ द वैल्यू। तो कौन सा फंक्शन यूज़ करा? सम obj वांट टू यूज़ द वैल्यू ऑफ ob1, इसकी वैल्यू यूज़ करना चाहता है 2 3। देन दिस कैन बी यूज्ड बाय यूजिंग द दिस कीवर्ड। जब वो दिस कीवर्ड के साथ यूज़ करेगा देन इट विल टेक इट सेपरेट वेरिएबल, दीज वेरिएबल देन बिकम द लोकल वेरिएबल्स a and b. So they can use these variables only with the help of this keyword. So sometimes function want to use some specific object, in that case we are using this keyword. So this is your chapter student. Up to here you can read these programs. Also see carefully within the exercise some programs are given. You please try to understand the programs. If any program not understood, try to make the programs. Like in this program already explained, class name is rectangle. ऐसे ही आपने भी एक्सरसाइज के प्रोग्राम ऐसे ही बनाने हैं, सेम ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन में सारा कुछ दिया हुआ है, जस्ट यू हैव टू फॉलो। लाइक हेयर क्लास नेम इज रेक्टेंगल, इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल लेंथ एंड ब्रेड्थ, लेंथ एंड ब्रेड्थ के लिए यहाँ पे एम एन एन लिया है, यहाँ पे एल और बी ले सकते हो आप। यहाँ क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंगली गलत लिया है उसने। ए बी अब जो आपको कैलकुलेशन के लिए एक्स्ट्रा वेरिएबल्स चाहिए दैट यू हैव टू टेक बाय योर सेल्फ। लाइक हेयर दे हैव टेकन फॉर लेंथ एम वेरिएबल, देन फॉर ब्रेड्थ एन वेरिएबल। यहाँ पे लेंथ और इनपुट डाटा के अंदर लेंथ और ब्रेड्थ एंटर करवा ली। कैलकुलेट क्या करवाना है? एरिया, पैरामीटर एंड डायगोनल। देन फॉर एरिया दे हैव टेक ए बी एंड डी वेरिएबल। ए फॉर एरिया मल्टीप्लाई एम इंटू एन, लेंथ इंटू breadth, then perimeter, then diagonal. According this it will work, calculation work, and output data will print the result. Then we write the main class. After writing this public static void main class, you know how to execute this type of program. ob.input data, जो भी फंक्शन हमने फंक्शन का नाम ऊपर है, इनपुट डाटा फंक्शन, कैलकुलेशन फंक्शन, एंड देन आउटपुट डाटा। वहाँ पे आपने एक क्लास का नाम लिख के ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करना है, देन यू कैन कॉल दीज functions. In the same way another programs are also there. I will give you some clues also how to solve exercise programs. First 5 program you see this one which is given in your chapter. अगर आपको इसमें से कोई नहीं समझ रहा है you can send me message personally. Thank you students.